Okay, ladies and gents, welcome to the stream. I'm just testing out my audios here. How does that sound in terms of audio? To Okay, ladies and gents, welcome to the stream. I'm just testing out my audios here. How does that sound in I see what's happening. Okay. Yeah. That was just repeating and repeating and repeating. Okay, sounds good. I love Confused Dad. I love your name and the fact that you're like, I am chill, I'm chill, I'm chill. I'm not chill! And yes, we do need people like you in this world. So, okay, here we are. Excellent. It's lovely to see my actual chat box in the top left-hand corner of the stream is working as well. And you'll see up in the very top of the stream, we now have a new, I don't know what you want to call it. It's Fly Live. It's actually this application here, Fly Live. It gives you like a dashboard and you plug in your information and then it connects with your simulator and it gives you a load of metrics up at the top. And so I just keep that on my second screen. And we're gonna test that today as well. So let's just do a quick briefing. I know a couple minutes to 4 p.m. so we have just a couple minutes for people to grab coffee, etc. I have the chat up there on the left as well, which is good. Yeah, excellent. Keep that on my second screen. Okay. Yeah, if my volumes at any point, guys, get weird, if the ATC volume is not good compared to my audio volume, please let me know and I will adjust accordingly. I know I think it was my last video, it just wasn't ideal, and my own audio was lower than it should have been, so it was quite a struggle, but I think it sounds okay right now. So what we're going to do is we will do a quick briefing. I'm just going to drag across Plan G, and it's going to crash on me. Please don't crash. It's alpha, so hopefully it will survive. Okay, there we go. This is, if we just zoom in here, this is Plan G version 4.0.0.228, which essentially is the alpha for compatibility with Microsoft Flight Simulator and P3D version 5. So I have just this afternoon installed it, configured the database to be correct to the MSFS database. So it imports and generates all of the airports and all of the nav data as your nav data in your simulator depicts it. So we're going to be taking off today from Bristol in a VFR aircraft. We're going to be routing VFR eastward across the UK towards Wycombe Air Park, which is just on the northwest corner of the London TMA. We're going to be doing a touch and go there, and then from there we're going to be routing north via the Daventry VOR. And if I can click and drag. Then we're going to be routing up to the Trent VOR, and then from Trent we're then going to be doing a full stop landing to end our live stream at Leeds Bradford. So that is our current flight plan. It's got a couple of VFR waypoints and a couple of radio navigation waypoints or VORs. So that's going to be fun. Currently we do have ATC in the sim to cover our flight plan, although as we always know, VATSIM ATC is VATSIM ATC. So let's just go with live weather and then turn the rest of those off, and then VATSIM will inject our traffic in for us. So let's zoom in. So I'm going to take off at Bristol, and I'm actually not going to use this default this default flight planner. So I'm going to take, I'll take ramp 55, set as departure. And for my aircraft, I'm definitely not going to go with that. Let's see. I am most familiar with the Cessna 172. Let's just adjust some things on the second screen. Let's bring up my restream. There we go, so I can see the chat as I'm talking, and if someone shouts something out at me, I can see. Hello, Dom. Good to see you. Yes, so let's grab ourselves an aircraft. I'm going to be trying to stick to all of the checklists because I'm horrible at saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do all of the checklists, and this is going to be an informative video, and then I never do. So we could go with something like a Diamond DA40, although I think for my own, I think for future videos I might familiarize myself a bit more with the G1000. I can use the G1000 in an offline situation, but I'm not as familiar with the G1000 and glass cockpits in general when working on VATSIM. So actually I think I will go back to my trusty, tried and tested C172, the love of my life, etc., etc. Let's go with 75% fuel. We probably don't need that much, but we're going cross-country, so I like not to have to think too hard about that. And then the liveries, no. Aircraft selection, no. Failures. ATC options, that's what I wanted. Golf, Lima, India, Foxtrot, Romeo is what we're going with. Golf, Lima, India, Foxtrot, Romeo. Oop, no. Like so. Yep. That's us good to go. So just double check. Oh, Dom, thank you for that. 5 years. My favorite flight simulator. Oh, thank you, sir. Is there like a cool thing that pops up? Is there like a notification on the? I don't think so because it's YouTube. If it was through Twitch, then there would be, but it's not. But thank you for that, Dom. I will update my little tag. Let's hit 5 and let's turn on my track IR. Dom key. I don't have 5 euros. There we go. Boom. I don't know if you guys can see that, but on the stream I've just updated the latest super chat donation tag. So thank you very much for that, Dom. That's very kind of you. What is the code for the air park? Yes, the air park, confused dad, is Echo Golf Tango Bravo. Echo Golf Tango Bravo. EGTB. So we're going from EGDD. No, sorry, I lie. We're going from EGGD to Echo Golf Tango Bravo, and then from there on up to EGNM, Echo Golf November Mike, which is Leeds. Okay, let's hit ready to fly. Alright, so we are... Oh, we're on the grass. That's cool. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the VFR map because we don't need that. And another thing I'm going to do, actually just pause track IR, is I'm going to bring in VPilot. VPilot, like so. And I know there's roughly five people on the ground here at Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo C172 connect. I know there's roughly 5 people on the ground at Bristol. Let's get myself a piece of paper. Connected to voice server. Excellent. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to grab a pen, and then we're going to start doing our pre-flight. Here is my pen. And we will have to... Oh, looks like I can see someone over there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see some default airbussery. Some default airbussery going on. And confused dad. For those of you who want to come with me, I'm on gate 55, so don't spawn on top of me. Thank you. Okay, Golf, Lima, India, Foxtrot, Romeo. Okay. That's my piece of paper for when I'm contacting. Okay, so we have a good visibility today, which is good. Let's tune the the ATIS is 126.025. Let's turn on track IR. Let's just synchronize it. There we go. Okay. So, before we do that, let's just grab, let's grab VPilot and go through my flight plan. VFR EGGD to EGNM. Alternate, I'm going to put EGCC. Departure time in Zulu. Oh my goodness, what is Zulu these days? Zulu. No, I don't want the film Zulu, 1964. I want Zulu time. 1507. 15. Okay, so we're Zulu +1. All right, so if we're Zulu +1, then we want to be if we want to lift off at 4:20, I think that's realistic. That's 3:20, so that's 15:20. En route time, I'm going to put 1 hour and 30 because, and I'm going to put about 2 hours 30 of fuel. Cruise speed, cruise out, 2,500 looks good. Lol, pushback cart just chilling in the tall grass. Yeah, lol. Flying. Representing kicks VFR. Okay. So we're going to go EGGD. Our flight plan is EGGD Bristol. M4 junction 18. I'm going to put directs in between. Someone asked me about this recently. Why do you put directs M4 junction 16 and then direct? Oh, hello. Oh, there's an aircraft taking off. Hello. Very good. So junction 16 direct EGTB and then direct DTY, direct TNT, direct EGNM. Okay, that looks passable, serviceable. Let's file flight plan. Okay, just look left, look right, everything's looking good. It's pretty quiet. Let me just general sound. Yes, that would be why. Something like 15. We can change it later in the cruise if we need to. Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, and again, guys, if you have issues with this sound, let me know. Checklists. Pre-flight inspection. Yeah, might as well. Let's run through these. Yeah. Parking brake. Set. Ignition is off. Avionics master switch is off. Yeah. Battery switch. Let's turn that on. Fuel quantity indicators. Check. They are 75% fuel on either side. Fuel. Yeah, that is fuel left and fuel right low is off. That is good. Avionics switch needs to now go on. Avionics cooling fan. Avionics switch bus 1 and 2 off. Okay. Static pressure outsource valve. That bad boy. Pull to be on and push to be off, so it's off. Okay. Annunciator panel. Good old annunciator panel. Let's test that and make sure everything flashes as it should. And when it's released, it goes back to what it should be. Fuel selector should be on both, which it pretty much is by default. It's not modeled to be in anything else usually. Fuel selector, fuel shutoff valve needs to be open. Pull to be off. Okay, fuel shut, pull to be off, and it needs to be open. Pull off. Fuel shut, pull off. Open. Yeah. Flaps down. Pitot heat. Yeah, well, we don't really know because there's no indication to say if it works or it doesn't. But yeah, pitot heat off. Once we checked it. Battery switch off. Elevator trim set to neutral. Yeah, it's set to neutral. Okay, so let's go to the before start engine checklist and mine. That needs to be reset. Cockpit reset position, thank you. Okay, pre-flight inspection complete. Seatbelts adjust and lock. Electrical equipment is off. Avionic bus 1 and 2 is off. Fuel selector is on both. Fuel shutoff valve is open. Yes, there you go. That's the one I missed last time. Let's go to the starting engine checklist. But before we do that, let's grab ATIS. So let's actually put our master switch on and our avionics on so that we can call up ATIS. Let's go grab, what is the ATIS? 126025.
Surface wind 350, 14 knots, visibility 10 kilometers or more, no cloud detected, temperature +12, dew point +2, QNH 1014, threshold elevation 601 feet.
Yep.
Bristol information. Acknowledge the receipt of information Yankee, and advise aircraft type on first contact time 1450, automatic, runway in use 27, transition level flight level 70, surface wind 350, 14 knots,
Ooh.
visibility 10 kilometers or more, no cloud.
Ooh. 14 knots of wind. Let's go and hit connect with, yes, connect with Plan G. Now Plan G is showing me, showing my location at Bristol, but Plan G is actually telling me that the wind is 354 at 8 knots, not 350 at 14 knots. It's coming from roughly the right angle, which I'm glad to see, but there is a bit of a discrepancy still there with the online weather. So as soon as Rex and these other people are able to produce us accurate weather depictions, then I will be happy. So let's contact Tower, which is 133.85. I've got to change this. Oh, that's 135.85. There we go. Okay, so yep, that is green, so we are on an active frequency. It's good. So let's just call up before the battery dies. Bristol Tower, good afternoon. Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo.
Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo Bristol. Hello, pass your message.
Hello, Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo is Cessna 172 with information Yankee QNH 1014 requesting VFR departure as filed.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo standby.
Okay. He sounds happy. Sounds friendly. Don't seem to see anyone around me at the moment. So let me just double check. Oh, okay. I know. I see Ricardo. I see you. Yeah. So we have tower and approach. 125.65. Let's just tune that now. .125.65 in standby COM1, which is always helpful to do that sort of thing when you have the time, because when they quickly tell you to
Golf Foxtrot Romeo, clearance when you're ready.
Go ahead for Golf Foxtrot Romeo.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo, have you planned a VRP at all, or do you want me to choose one for you, sir?
A-firm, if it's okay with you, I'm happy to depart from Bristol outbound towards the M4 Junction 18 VRP, from there to the Junction 16 on the M4 VRP, and from there to Echo Golf Tango Bravo.
Yeah, Roger. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you up towards the A5 Avon Bridge, if that's okay.
A-firm, just give me a moment just to find that on my map, and I'll be with you. Avon Bridge, he said, or Avion Bridge. Oh, okay. I think I see where he's... Second Beachy. Old, so I'm just looking at the bridges that he's given me here. There's Arlingham. There's the old Severn Bridge. Or the new Severn Bridge. Golf Foxtrot Romeo, just calling again. Is that the old Severn Bridge or the new Severn Bridge?
It's either or. They're both. There's two bridges together, just north of Bristol.
A-firm. Okay, I've got that. So if you're going to send me due north, and then from there I can go due east. Is that correct?
Yeah, Roger. If that's okay with you, I can give you towards the Bath race course if that makes it any easier.
No, that sounds fine. That sounds fine.
Yeah, Roger. Thank you. Then after departure to runway heading, then right turn at VFR towards the M5 Avon Bridge VRP, not above 2000 and squawk 5050.
That's after departure, right-hand turn out to the north to the Severn Bridge, not above 2,000 feet, and squawk 5050, Golf Foxtrot Romeo.
Foxtrot Romeo, correct.
Okay, so he's given me 5050 on the squawk. Let's turn on our transponder. That would be helpful. 5050, and let's set 2,000 feet in the Autopilot. Not that we're going to use that too much today, but that's good as a reference. So, Golf Foxtrot ready for engine start and push.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo, push start approved, QNH 1014.
Push start approved, QNH 1014, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. Okay, boys, let's go. Right, so let me just pull up Navigraph, which
shows
you
clear to land, service winds
where we are.
350 degrees.
He's given us push, and I'm guessing he's going to give us taxi to hold Juliet, or taxi Juliet, or hold Juliet X-ray for runway 27. So, but let's just push and start first. So, okay, starting engine, throttle cracked, 1/4 of an inch. Propeller area, this is where you would shout clear on either side. Battery is on. That's the generator. I don't really need to turn that on yet, but yeah. Beacon, let's turn the beacon on. Like so. Beacon is on. Mixture, let's go rich. And then the fuel pump, 3 to 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then mixture lean, right? And then feet ready to brake. And then ignition start. And then rich in the mixture once the engine starts. Oh, come on. I did everything right. Ah. Needed just a little bit more encouragement there. Okay, watching T's and P's, first things first. So oil pressures come up into the green, that's the most important. The oil temperature will eventually rise. Fuel flow is looking within acceptable limits. Vacuum suction's good. And let's just idle down at just around 1,000 RPM, just to 1,000 to 1,100 RPM should be good. And let's lean out the mixture to about 75% now that we are properly started. Okay, let us also, let's go after engine start. Throttle, yep, like I said, adjust to 1,000 RPM. Check the oil, alternator goes on. There, yep, I already turned that on. Alternator indicator off. Yes, that is off. Ammeter, yep, check that. Yep, did check that. Avionics switch is on, radio's on, transponder is on standby. Let's go put that on. Let's actually just leave that on for the moment. Transponders, flaps are up. Heading indicator is set. Altimeter is set. Yeah, okay. Right, that is pretty much what we need there. So, what I'm going to do for the moment, let's go 12 on the, it's 27, runway is 27. They still haven't given me a tooltip for, they have a tooltip for every other little knob in here, except the heading bug, which is really annoying. I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat. How are we doing? It's VFR, Charles. That's the VRP, yeah. Oh, EGM5U, okay. Doing well, thanks, Charles, yeah. Gaming and technology, the best thing I love. Thank you for that, gaming. Little pushback cut. Yeah. Okay. Right. Sweet. Let's go Shift P. And when he comes towards us, I will. I really should have done the pushback first and then started the engine because he's got a lovely, great propeller right in his face. Yeah, this is definitely not the way you would do it in real life. I'm sorry, guys. I should have done it the other way around. That was my fault. Okay, let's take the park brake off so he can push us back. We have our Pilot Flight Academy students in the seats, as you can see there. I love my Pilot Flight Academy references.
Easy 111, welcome to Bristol. Taxi straight ahead, and you can park on stand 24.
Okay, there we go. And he is retreating sensibly, as he should. I just took a swig of Swig of coffee there. Okay, taxi light. Let's put the taxi light on. The nav light's on as well. Strobe is not on until we reach the threshold. Nav lights are on. Parking brake release. Brakes test. Rudder test. Check the turn coordinating the heading in the compass. Okay. Let's actually keep that rolling. Is there only 2 people in the cabin, or it changed with the payload? No, it's only 2 people. Only 2 people. Unfortunately, this is default. This isn't like A2A or anything actually good. To be fair, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not good. Okay. Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo, ready for taxi.
Golf India Foxtrot Romeo, thank you. Taxi Juliet X-ray for 27.
Juliet, sorry, Juliet X-ray for 27, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. Yeah, so that's what I expected. Out with the parking brake, and just ease the throttle up a little bit. One thing about the default head position in this aircraft is that I am naturally slightly higher. So if I bring my head down, reset track IR, and then bring my head up to its natural position, that gives me a much more natural position in the cockpit. Golf Foxtrot Romeo holding Juliet X-ray. We'll do a quick run up and we'll call you when ready for departure.
Ready Foxtrot Romeo.
Okay, so I'm going to do a run up. So parking brake set, pilot and passenger seat backs, most upright position. Seatbelts checked, flight controls, we are free and correct last time I checked. Fuel quantities checked, yep. Mixture is rich. Autopilot, wait, did I read that right? Autopilot engage? Autopilot engage? Why? Interesting. Oh, flight controls move against autopilot. Okay. I can still move them against the autopilot, but maybe it's supposed to not be as stiff or something. Then turn them off. Throttle set to 1800 RPM. Which is set. Magnetos. So about 150 RPM decrease. Let's go with the right one. And back to both. Yep, they look good. Vacuum gauge check. Yep, it's within limits. Oil pressure, check. Oil pressure is good. Oil temperature is also good. And the ammeter is also good. Engine idle, down to about 600 to 650. Yeah, and then back up to 1000. Okay, before takeoff. Radios are set, avionics are set. Nav switches, we are going nav, so that's fine. Transponder is on alt now. Autopilot is off. Elevator trim is set for takeoff. Flaps are up. Cabin windows locked. Parking brake release. Okay. Golf Foxtrot Romeo ready for departure.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo, winds are 350 degrees or 4 knots, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, runway 27, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. Okay. Out with the parking brake, he says. And we can now cross, as we're crossing the threshold, let's go with the strobe on and the landing light on. And ready for takeoff. We can see the wind. Never used MSFS. Is live streaming to YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch a feature? No. Oh crap, sorry. No, it's not. You have to do that through an app called Restream. So I'm actually live streaming on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. Checklist. Normal takeoff. Flaps, throttle, Mixture rich, enunciator panel is clear, and lift the nose at 55. And just watch that crosswind. Airspeed alive, 50 knots, 55, lift the nose. Climb out 70 to 80 knots. There's 800 feet. Flaps up above 300, but we've already got them up, so let's go en route climb. Airspeed 70 to 80. Flattening out the rate of ascent at 1,000 feet. Throttle is full, mixture is rich, engine gauges checked and satisfactory. Taxi and landing lights off above 1,000 feet, so let's turn those off now. Landing and taxi lights coming off. Mixture lean above 3,000. Not above 2,000 feet, remember, as he said, we do a right-hand turn out towards the bridges. And then once we get up to cruise, he will also hand us over to approach or radar, Bristol radar, which is 125.65 at some point soon. There's 1,500 feet. There's due north.
Foxtrot Romeo, contact Bristol now, please. 125.65. Good day.
Over to Bristol, 125.65. Thanks, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. Okay, let's pull back to 75% power. Over to Bristol. Bristol, good afternoon. Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo with you. Just took off, heading due north, altitude 2,000 feet.
Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo, roger, report passing the M5 Avon Bridge.
We'll report passing the bridge, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. Okay, so he's given me, let's just lean out 75% power, cruising at 2,000. Yeah, just trimming. All looking good. So the last time we flew into Bristol was at night time in a Cessna 152, and that was a lot of fun. And so I decided to return to Bristol as there was adequate ATC coverage. So yeah, the bridges are just up there on our 1 o'clock, so we're just going to follow the coast. Continuing to trim.
Bristol radar, hello, Golf Delta Charlie Echo. Altitude 4,000 feet, direct to the Bravo Romeo India. Golf Charlie Echo, just confirm your IFR. AFM IFR, Golf Charlie Echo. Golf Charlie Echo, thank you. Identified 30 miles southwest of Bristol, and it's a deconfliction service, I believe. AFM, that's what we had in the last one, Golf Charlie Echo. Golf Charlie Echo, roger, deconfliction service you have. You clear to enter Bristol controlled airspace on track to the BRI, maintaining altitude 4,000 feet. Deconfliction service, clear to enter Bristol controlled airspace on track to the Bravo Romeo India at altitude 4,000 feet, Golf Charlie Echo.
How are we doing, guys?
And Golf Charlie Echo, the Bristol QH 1014. 1014, thanks, Golf Charlie Echo.
I just realised the thing at the top isn't tracking properly. Let me just go to the settings here. I should have checked the SIM Connect box. Let's just go and see if that's made a difference. Maybe it needs. Oh, maybe it needs reset. Let me just. Let me open that back up again. Ah, there it works. Okay, it works now. But is that now pumping through into the simulator? That's the question. I'm just going to wait and see if that's refreshed in the... Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. That is now updated. That's cool. I like that. That's really cool. You have a strong headwind. Yeah. Are you in real-time weather? Yes, I am. Are you behind me, Charles? Is that what's happening here? No? Ooh. Is that the bridge they were talking about? Avonmouth. The Avon Bridge, yep. Golf Foxtrot Romeo just passed over the Avon Bridge.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo, roger, it's a basic service, the Cotswold Regional QNH 1011.
Basic service, Cotswold QNH 1011, thanks, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. Okay, so, in fact, yeah, I need to turn due east now. You got any tips finding VRP points in the sim? I'm a bit scared of flying VFR because I'm scared of not finding assigned VRP points. Well, just like you saw, Dom, I completely didn't see that VRP point on the map until I flew over that bridge and I looked to my right and I saw a bridge and I thought, huh, maybe that's the bridge they were talking about, because I thought they were talking about the 7 bridges, but apparently not, so... And that's going to put me right over this airfield, which they probably didn't want me to be, so... That bridge down there is the one I didn't see. I didn't zoom in far enough on Plan G. On Plan G, the VRPs on the map are little yellow dots.
Foxtrot Romeo, advise your intended routing and maximal operating altitude.
Intended routing is east along the M4 junctions VFR, not above 2,000 feet.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo, roger, that's fine. Remain clear of controlled airspace, no known traffic to affect.
Affirm, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. Yeah, he probably saw me turn, like, I overturned too far to the east and I was turning towards the south and he was like, oh crap, what's he doing? What's he doing? That's probably what why he called. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put us on autopilot for the moment because I want to show you heading, and I want to go up by about 100 feet per minute until I hit that 2,000. Okay, so that should, let's just pause track IR as well. Yeah. Let me just drag over Plan G for you. You can actually see Plan G where we are, and if I zoom in, it's a little bit laggy. If I zoom in on Plan G, you can see there's a yellow dot right there, and if you mouse over it, it says M5 Avon Bridge, and that all along is what he was asking me to turn by. And I looked out of my right window and saw it, and by the time I got the call, I then turned, and I'm now going en route up the M5. So that's the story with that. So whenever you zoom out, you can see these little yellow dots in Plan G. They're all VRPs. And I've actually used these 2 VRPs of the M4 junctions as my flight plan routes. So I would highly recommend, Dom, for you to download the most recent. You've just flown over Filton. I would recommend, Dom, you download the most recent version of Plan G, which is version 4. You can get it as an alpha on the let's just look where we're going here. You can get it as an alpha on the Plan G website, on the Plan G forums. If you log in and create a username and an account, and then you can download it, and then it will connect with Microsoft Flight Simulator. I set it up in literally 45 minutes. So, okay, we have a junction there. Let me just look on Plan G. That is good. Yes, that is what I need to be following. Wait, does Plan G work with MSFS now? Oh, I think I'm gonna do some VFR flying. Yes, it does. Yes, I literally, this is my first time using it with MSFS. There is an update, like I was just said. You have to create an account on the Plan G forums, and then you can access the members, the alpha forums, and then you can download the latest alpha build for Plan G v4. Yeah, exactly. Same thing I thought. It didn't work with the new sim, but until today, essentially, or maybe a few days ago. Okay, guys. So this motorway we see out of my window. This is what I need to be following. Look at those clouds. Beautiful. Okay, so while we're here, let's not dawdle because hashtag VATSIM. We want to be looking at the next person he's going to hand us off to, which could be London West Control, which is 12607. So let's put 075. The thing with frequencies, sometimes you can't get the perfect frequency. It said 12607, but see if I go back to, yeah, he's 12607, but if I go back to here, center, London, no, it is 126.075. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, so VATSPY was wrong. VATSPY gave me a wrong frequency there. Is it the 172? Yes, I'm flying the 172, the Cessna 172 steam gauge version. This is what I'm most familiar with for VFR flying, and I think it's pretty much a staple for learning VFR because it has all of the tools you need, all of the right gauges you need for VFR, as well as some IFR work as well. So there's a good reason why it is one of the most popular training aircraft in all the world. So just looking at those clouds, really beautiful rendition of clouds and shadows here. Nice little windmill. So just as long as I don't sink too far low, or sink too low, or go too far above 2000. Let's just bring my EGT gauge up. The knob doesn't. That's weird. Like you turn it one way and it goes the other. It doesn't seem to make much sense. I haven't flown VFR in England ever before. Is it complicated? I'm from Germany and I've flown a few VFR flights there, but I would like to fly VFR all around Europe. Yeah, VFR in the United Kingdom is pretty much the same as VFR in the rest of Europe. So if you can fly VFR in Germany, there's no reason why you could not fly VFR in England. VFR in America there are subtle differences I have found in real life, just talking to real life pilots. There's subtle differences between American VFR and European VFR, but not so many subtleties that you couldn't take it on and make it work, you know. I want to have MSFS. It is yeah, it is a beautiful platform.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo for London, Squawk 3773.
For London, Squawk 3773, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. There we go. Radar identified. So we just want to be following this motorway. And we're going to get up to, we're going to come to Swindon. Now Swindon is a kind of large town in between Bristol and our...
Golf Foxtrot Romeo, contact London now, 126.075, they have your details. Bye bye.
126.075 for Golf Foxtrot Romeo, good afternoon. Was it 725? Just double check that.
19 Tango Yankee, when
No,
ready,
we're good.
and fly level 210 to be left by Scary.
Someone ready, fly level 210, otherwise Scary, easy 19 Tango Yankee.
We just need to be heading east here. London, hello. Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo with you, 2,000 feet VFR.
Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo, London Control, good afternoon. Is it a traffic service you're looking for?
A firm, Golf Foxtrot Romeo.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo, thanks. You're identified outside Control Airspace Traffic Service. What your next waypoint?
Following the M6, correction, the M4 VFR up to Echo Golf Tango Bravo.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo, roger, report outside Control Airspace. And when you have Wycombe in sight?
We'll report Wycombe in sight, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. Okay, so he said, yeah, just do your thing. Just do your thing. And
Bus station, nothing to see, just static. 728, thanks, service, terminate school conspicuity.
a little bit too low there.
Crash and free call, UQ radar, 133 decimal. Good afternoon.
I don't know why my cursor is like a side-to-side icon, but whatevs. The cloud seems to be closing in a bit here, but at least the layer is higher than what we are flying at, so we're still flying VFR.
Irish 252, vent controlled airspace, redirect to Lemgu, and it's a radar control service.
Radar control service, direct to Lemgu, I believe. Irish 252.
Correct.
Little nav map is another good choice, maybe? Yeah, I have little nav map as well, and that works automatically with MSFS as far as I know. I didn't have to do anything to it
0104
to make it work, so...
Radar 128.975.
He's a little bit on the low side. Oh, look at those clouds. Oh, the lighting! The lighting is so beautiful.
Easy. 0104,
Ah.
contact Exeter radar 128.975.
So there we are.
Exeter radar
Yeah, just looking out the window, I can definitely see the wind pushing me. Yeah, I've got 22 knots wind from the north. That's going to take me a long time to... I've got 214 nautical miles to cover this evening, so... Yeah. So once we reach Swindon, we're going to stop following the motorway, and we're going to go on a heading of roughly 070. Yeah, wow, typical English weather, yep. Yeah, it just starts to close in on you, doesn't it? But it is beautiful. It is very beautiful. So even though the weather might be a bit cloudy, it's still beautiful. Problem is that the sun might set by the time I get to to Leeds. It might be set and I'll have to go IFR. But at that point, I could dynamically change my flight plan from VFR to IFR when the weather and the visibility allows. So what you do is you just ask ATC permission to file IFR flight plan. I had the 152 in a 60 knot gusting crosswind over Japan last night. Wow. Wow. No way. That's crazy.
126075 for speed of 528.
Yeah, night VFR does sound fun. I've never attempted it in P3D because nighttime in P3D, well, the whole lighting modeling in P3D is atrocious. I mean, this is now the gold standard in lighting. And I was waiting years and years. Like, if you have gone back through, if you're a regular viewer on my channel, you will remember that I complained on a semi-regular basis about the lighting in P3D and how bad it was, how unrealistic the lighting modeling was. So I'm really, really happy to be in this new simulator. I'm just waiting for the payware aircraft add-ons. Yeah, that sun is definitely going to set before I get to Leeds.
48, continue to descend flight level 90.
Maybe you could go on top of the cloud. I could climb up. That cloud is low enough that I could probably climb up to maybe 6,000 to 8,000 feet and be above it. It's just I wouldn't be VFR. So maybe once I do the touch and go at Wycombe. Is it Wycombe? Yeah, Wycombe. Once I do the touch and go at Wycombe, maybe I could transition into an IFR flight plan. Okay, that up ahead is the beginning of Swindon. So we're going to fly over the city and then head out 070 roughly. Can you file a VFR flight plan on VATSIM purely by VRPs? Yeah, you could. Essentially, VFR flight is visual flight rules. So as long as the weather allows you to be visual with the ground and your surroundings, that you can navigate with your eyeballs, there's no reason why your entire flight plan could not just be VRPs. That is correct. I only add in VORs because it's helpful over longer distances where I don't have VRPs across the middle of the country. It's sometimes easier just to navigate with a VOR instead of visual reference points. So it's totally up to you. But of course, when you fly IFR, that's where you need to stick to your instruments and you can't afford to navigate visually because, again, you might be above the clouds or something. So I don't know in the UK, but in France you can fly over the cloud in VFR called on top VFR. Interesting. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of it because technically if you're flying above the clouds without visual reference to the ground, it's not VFR by definition. So I don't know how that works. I must ask some of my pilot friends.
Roger, Wilco, speed of 528, thanks.
If you are out of the cloud. Oh, okay, so if you're flying above the level of the clouds, and there are some clouds around, but you can still see enough of the ground to navigate, I guess that could work. But if it's complete IMC, which is IMC is instrument meteorological conditions, then by definition you're not VFR. So, but I guess it all depends on how much clouds there are, how much of a layer there is. And I guess that's up to your judgment as a pilot. So okay, so what with this crosswind? In Germany it is even forbidden to do any VFR in the clouds if the clouds are too low. Interesting. I'm just assessing our I'm just assessing our winds. I'm up to 24 knot crosswind here. Goodness me. Okay. Okay, here is Swindon. And now we're going to leave the motorway behind us, and that's going to curve down to the south, which it is just off to the right hand side there. And we are going to continue on roughly 070 to 080.
London Centre, Golf Bravo, India with you, 5,600.
But we do have a 22 knot crosswind, so that's going to push us. So I'm just going to pop.
Bravo, Romeo, Bravo, India, London. Please miss your message. Just coordinating. Say again.
Golf Bravo, India.
Just popped on the autopilot and brought my feet off of the controls.
Bravo, Romeo, Bravo, India. Roger, you looking for service outside controlled airspace?
Yeah, Roger. Golf Bravo.
Golf Bravo, India. Roger, call 3770 and flash message.
3770. Golf Bravo, India. 5,600.
Yeah, look at that crosswind. You can visibly see us being pushed off course.
India, thank you. Basic service you have the Wessex QNH 101.4.
Yeah,
500 feet vertical and 1,000 feet horizontal separation from clouds. Okay. Interesting.
Squawk 3770.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what this is going to do for my landing or my touch and go in Wycombe.
Golf Bravo India, sorry, the silly QNH 1015.
Does VATSIM recognize danger zones where flying over is forbidden? At Sylt, for example, there is a gigantic danger zone to the west of the island in the North Sea. So that is up to VATSIM controllers. That is totally up to the VATSIM controllers. If you try and fly into a military training range or testing area, if you take your C-172 and you fly it down the Mach loop, that is totally up to ATC. There may be no
528 heavy, we're back.
There may be no military aircraft to take advantage of those zones at the time that you're flying through them, so that would be up to VATSIM's the VATSIM ATC controller's discretion. But yes, potentially on VATSIM, if there's a military aircraft using a zone, you are then the ATC, the area controller, is then going to take that into consideration. Yeah, just thinking about the amount of light visibility and how long it's actually going to take me to get up to Leeds with a 20 knot headwind, essentially. Having taking into consideration that I've burnt about 25% of my fuel just getting from here from Bristol.
Irish 252, nothing further for you, I'm afraid. 1 at Unicom 122.8. Bye-bye.
Nothing further, Unicom 122.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it up to Leeds, guys. I'm afraid I have a couple of other things later this evening that I have other engagements. But
14 Charlie, London. Afraid you're outside my airspace.
I will reassess that when we get to Wycombe.
Okay, Unicom 122 destination 15 p.m.
I fully intend to be doing a lot more flying on.
November 224 Charlie Echo flight level 90.
Fully intend to be doing a lot more flying on VATSIM with MSFS.
Control, hello.
Also, flying in P3D version 4. I will.
November 224 Charlie Echo.
I actually started for the first time this week going back into P3D version 4 after the time in MSFS. So
15000 for 16,000. 187 London Control, hello, climb flight level 24.
So there are certain videos on VATSIM that I would like to do in aircraft that you can only find on P3D version 4 at the moment, because MSFS hasn't just got the availability of study level aircraft. So. So we'll see. So yeah, we're just flying this heading, and we will come across Benson Aerodrome about 4 to 5 minutes before we get to Wycombe. We'll be getting a nice kind of sunset. By the time we do a touch and go or a full stop landing in Wycombe, we'll have a nice sunset, I think. Yeah. Maybe not. No, the sun doesn't set for a while yet. Screenshot for future reference. Let's just dump that screenshot into Photoshop. Okay. Yeah, so all is going well. Let's just drag over Plan G. So you can see this? Yeah, it likes to freeze whenever I drag it from one monitor to another. There we go. Okay, so you can see that we left Swindon and we are traveling 070 to 080, and the wind is pushing us. Once we get to zoom in. Once we get to Didcot and
Charlie Echo London, hello,
Benson,
service.
We'll see Didcot and then we'll make an adjustment to our course.
Deconfliction service on up 27 Golf Charlie Echo.
Hello, Control, good evening, 741 Delta, passing flight level 192 for 200. 741 Delta, London Control, very good afternoon. Climb flight level 220, Bristol 2 Delta arrival. Climb flight level 220, Bristol 2 Delta, 741 Delta.
Cruise checklist, power 21 to 2700 RPM. Set, elevator trim. Set, mixture, lean for altitude, which I have. Engine gauges we have checked in the past, but let's check them again. Fuel flow is a little bit high, but yeah, I'd rather have it a little bit on the high side than on the low side, so yeah. Everything's still good?
214 Charlie, you won't be transiting by airspace, I'm afraid. Route, continue on the Hazel 1 hotel arrival, I think that is, or the Roxog 1 hotel arrival. When you get close to Hazel, give Heathrow Director a call on 9.725.
That's the Didcot area. And, you know, I'm flying along with Plan G open on a second screen. And you might think, well, that's a bit cheating. If you're trying to fly VFR, surely you should be looking out the window and not looking at a moving map. But if you think about it in real life, you would have physical charts, whether they be on an iPad or whether they be physical charts. You would be referencing VFR charts in the cockpit as you go, and you would be looking at things out of the window, and you'd be cross-triangulating them in your brain on a chart and say, ah, right, okay, that must mean I'm right there and I'm heading this way.
Golf
you know.
Bravo Romeo Bravo India Silicon H1015.
So I suppose in a sense it is cheating a little bit, but it's not cheating.
Charlie Echo, when ready, redirect to rec flow, and you're cleared on approach runway 27.
It's not cheating in a huge sense.
And Golf Charlie Echo, descend at your discretion, taking your own terrain clearance.
Turn around discretion, taking no terrain, Golf Charlie Echo.
My goal for VFR is to visit.
So Romeo, just leaving the edge of my radar coverage. Service terminates. Comms security and free call en route. Have a good flight.
Say again, Golf Foxtrot Romeo.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo, reaching the edge of my radar coverage. Squawk comms security. Service terminates. Free call en route.
Wilco, Golf Foxtrot Romeo, thanks. Squawk comms.
London Patrol, good evening. Sierra Echo Lima Hotel, we are passing 2 0 direct to Orly.
Sierra Echo Golf Lima Hotel London Control, hello, deconfliction service.
See, now this is something that I've just run across.
Deconfliction service on flight level 310, Sierra Lima Hotel.
Golf, correction, Sierra Lima Hotel, my apologies, you are in controlled airspace, so radar control service, redirect Southampton.
Radar control service in effect, and we are tracking the Southampton, Sierra Lima Hotel.
Just going to ask him in the text chat so that I can get.
And London Centre Golf Bravo India, Wigan and Switzerland continue for you now. Thank you for your service.
Golf Bravo India, Roger, service terminates, comms security and free call en route, bye bye.
There's Benson, Aerodrome. He said the same thing to that guy, comms security. Or comms security, something. I didn't catch that. Squawk conspicuity, basically.
For Charlie Echo, requesting the Jersey to Quebec arrival.
November 4 Charlie Echo, that's approved Jersey to Quebec arrival.
Surely, why doesn't he just say Squawk 7000 then? Don't know. I didn't even know that's a word. Conspicuity. I'm gonna Google that word. Conspicuity. I've never heard that word in my life, and I'm English. Noun. Conspicuity. Countable and uncountable. Plural conspicuities. The property of being clearly discernible. The state of quality of being clear or bright. Brightness. Conspicuousness. What?
Golf Charlie, correction, November 4 Charlie Echo for Jersey Control, School 1207.
What?
1207, November 4 Charlie Echo.
Learn a new thing every day. Anyway, that is the that's the downside. That's Didcot. We've just passed there on the south side, and then you can see the Benson Aerodrome just coming up on our left. So that means that we are inbound to
187, shortly
Wycombe.
Nothing further for you. 1 Unicom 122.8. Bye.
122.8 for 27, goodbye.
Yeah, he said shortly leaving my airspace, so let me double check to see if London has anything that wants me to. They want me to talk to anyone else in London. Hang on. Nope. There's nothing. There's no ATC at Heathrow. So I'll just stay online with him until he tells me. Oh, there's got some traffic probably coming outbound of London there. Okay. So there is Benson Aerodrome, and we are not far away now from our touch and go, except Yeah, with this weather, I think I'm going to probably call it a full stop landing at Wycombe, and then on our next live stream, which will be in a couple of days, could easily be Monday or probably Monday evening, or I might make this an offline, a non-live stream video. I'm not sure. We can then do the second leg from Wycombe up to Leeds Bradford. But I think I will call it. I will call it here this evening, folks, as this has taken a little bit longer than I anticipated, and I have certain things
Before Charlie Echo contact Jersey
happening
Control.
later this evening. So,
125.2 November for Charlie Echo. Good night.
Bye-bye, thanks for flying.
London Control, hello, Jersey 26 Charlie, sending 150 direct to Bedbar.
Jersey 26 Charlie, London Control, good afternoon, vectoring for an ILS approach runway 26, next to QNH 1015.
Expecting ILS vectors for 26, QNH
Okay.
1015, Jersey 26 Charlie.
now that we've passed, yeah, there you go. I can still see the lights there. Now that we've passed Benson, I know that based on the chart, Wycombe is just up in this direction here, slightly off the right-hand nose. But yeah, I think it's probably a good thing to call it this evening here, because the light is
26 Charlie, leave Gibbsay heading to
underneath this overcast condition. The light is
heading to 85 degrees, Jersey 26
a
Charlie.
lot worse than I thought it would be.
Jersey 26 Charlie, descend to altitude 5, correction 4,000.
Descend 4,000 feet, Jersey 26 Charlie.
So we'll do a full stop at Wycombe. The correct response is Squawk 7000. It's conspicuity. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm catching up on chat here. Yes. Yeah, no, in terms of future streams, guys, I'm definitely going to be doing more streams. I'm going to be doing a Innsbruck to Vienna live stream at some point soon. So I'm just going to be doing some planning for that. That might happen in the next week.
Virgin 611, climb into flight level
So,
270.
all I'll say, guys, is best thing to do is just stay tuned to my Facebook page. And for those of you,
London, I'm ready to cover the west of the
for those of you who want to pay attention to my Discord channel, I will send the link to my Discord channel in the YouTube chat here.
Good afternoon, Clifton 35 with you, flight level 80 and direct Newquay. Clifton 35 London, hello. You are clear to control airspace.
should have headed south. It's a beautiful evening here in Devon. Yeah, sorry about that. It's it is what it is. Okay guys, I'm just going to pop in the YouTube chat my invitation to Discord. So for those of you who want to pay attention to my upcoming live streams, just pop into my Discord every now and then and ask me, or I will post...
London Control, good afternoon, run at 2301.
I will post live streams, live stream announcements there. What runway are you going to land on? I'm going to land based...
That's correct, run at 2301.
I'm going to land on...
So you're going from Jersey to Gatwick?
Yes, run at 2301.
Run at 2...
I'm going to land on runway 24 right.
We're actually in the opposite direction. We're actually flying to Jersey at the moment. Away
And
from
there we go.
Gatwick.
There is my...
Heading 065 degrees.
Turn right heading 065.
Jersey 26 Charlie, central altitude 2,700 feet.
There's Unicom. Wycombe traffic, Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo, joining right downwind runway 24 right. Full stop landing. Okay, so now I am just about joining the right downwind for runway 24 right, and I'm going to be yeah, 24 right. Okay, so checklists, checklist Mantok, descent, power as desired, mixture, adjust, so mixture going full rich, altimeter setting, check, done, nav to GPS, switch, set, fuel selector is on both, flaps as desired. Before landing checklist, pilot and passenger seat backs, most upright position, fuel selector is on both, mixture is rich, taxi and landing lights on, done, autopilot is off. Okay, coming down through 1,000 feet, and let's go normal landing, flaps down, final approach speed 60 to 70, and touchdown mains first, etc. Okay, so I'm turning Wycombe traffic, Golf Foxtrot Romeo, turning right base, runway 24 right. There's 80 knots, I can bring my first stage of flaps down. Oh crap, ran over it. And Wycombe traffic, Golf Foxtrot Romeo, turning final, runway 24 right, full stop. Second stage of flaps, feeding the power in again. And that...
Bistro traffic scanning, 505 is on a right-hand base, runway 27 right, overshooting, low flash to the joint to the south, correction, Bistro traffic.
Okay, I have the correct speed going full flaps. I'm gonna have to get rid of those tooltips. Okay, everything's good to go. Everything is good. Let's land. So the wind is coming across the side of us, coming from our right-hand side. Hard to see what's... the visibility is not good. And flare. And wheel down. I'm using rudder. I'm still learning the muscle memory of how much rudder input to use. I'm probably a little bit too ginger sometimes because I know it's very sensitive. So decel, flaps coming up. Okay, after landing checklist, flaps coming up, landing lights as required, taxi lights as required, strobe. Strobe coming off. Elevator trim set to neutral. Set to neutral set. And transponder on standby. Wycombe ground, correction, Wycombe traffic, Golf Foxtrot Romeo has vacated the active. Okay, so there we go, and I know that there's a line there. There we go. There's our taxi line. We're actually taxiing on a grass taxiway, which I've looked at the satellite images of this airfield, and this is actually you can kind of see the line there, the yellow line, but there's grass. They've not mown it correctly, so maybe this airfield needs a bit of an update. Yeah, you can see it there in the grass. We're actually taxiing down. There's a taxiway that runs parallel to the runway here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn off those tooltips. Is there a way for me to do that here? No, it's gonna be in the main menu somewhere. I'll have to do that another time. But yeah, folks, that was enjoyable. I enjoyed that. It was always good to get on VATSIM and have a bit of ATC and exercise the brain, you know? This is the ORBX Wycombe airfield package. That building on approach shouldn't be there. Okay. Wycombe is 520 feet QNH. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes like that sort of building right there that you said shouldn't be there. That might be just outside the ORBX, the ORBX scenery package. So that would then be the default world scenery that's projecting that into the sim. So okay, and now just coming off the active. Now that we're off the active, we can turn off the landing lights. And let's just turn this down because this is killing us. There we go. Lean for ground operations. Apart from that building, the approach is pretty accurate. Nice. It's always nice to have someone in the chat who knows the local area. But I must say, coming from P3D to MSFS, the level of terrain accuracy has skyrocketed so much that even if you have really small inconsistencies like that, I'm still perfectly happy with it. Like I'm overjoyed to have something like this to work with. Okay, let's just put on the parking brake. Parking brake is set. Let's look at our shutdown checklist. Parking brake set. Transponder is off. Avionics 1 and 2 need to come off. Like so. Engine idle. And then once they're idled, then I will cut the mags. Like so. Mixture, idle, cutoff. And there we go. Let's turn off the electrics as well. Okay, folks, and there we have a VATSIM flight from Bristol, from ORBX. I think it's ORBX Bristol. Yeah. Yes, I think it is ORBX Bristol. It's not a third-party company that's publishing through ORBX. I'm not sure. I have to double check. But to Wycombe. Roger Evans, it's my home airfield. You know what? I really like the fact that I have someone in the chat who is whose home airfield I flew to this evening. So that's a lot of fun. I will definitely do some more flying in and out of this airfield. I really like its proximity to Heathrow. The fact that I can fly small GA aircraft out of Wycombe and be really close to a lot of heavy air traffic is a lot of fun. You know, being able to skirt around the London TMA, you know, into the London City or up to Stansted or across to Bristol or down to the south coast. It's a lovely, lovely location to fly from. So I will definitely be doing more. I think maybe one of my next live streams will be Wycombe to Leeds Bradford. I might grab an aircraft that has a bit more punch, that can cruise a bit faster than the 172. I think most, if not all, of my flights on the channel so far have been in the default 172. So I will graduate to some other VFR aircraft or GA aircraft, I should say. Can you fly to EDW November sometime? It's the closest airport to where I live in game. EDW November, where is that? It's nice to fly out to Exeter. Yeah, Andrew, I've not flown out to Exeter yet, but I definitely should. I should definitely do that. I'm gonna have to organize another group flight soon. A UK general aviation group flight. If you guys are up for that, go click on my Discord link. Go join my Discord and if you want to be part of something fun, let me know and we'll get something scheduled. But thank you very much, guys. In conclusion, for those of you who stuck all the way to the end, I really appreciate that. Please just leave me a like and a subscribe on the YouTube channel, and that always helps. And any specific things that you would like to know about how to fly small aircraft, whether it be VFR or IFR. Let me know. Ask me a question in the comments below. and I can be making videos about it. In fact, I will be making in the near future some more general aviation related content based in the MSFS system, so that we can all learn how to fly small aircraft and not just be stuck with flying the larger aircraft, which are also fun. But yeah. So guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Look how flash I've gotten these days. Watch this.